Hello everyone and welcome back to AustinTalks, where today I apologise that I've missed the last 2 weeks, but we are back now, don't worry. But I missed a couple of weeks of uploading because of stuff that was going on, and I will miss another 2 weeks. Well, we'll just have the important stuff that comes out because of exams, which I've explained in other Austin Talks and Plays videos. So, but at least we've got this still out. We've got an important video coming out tomorrow, and then the other week 9 production movies and news. So I guess that's something to look forward to. Mark your calendars, folks. So we've got we've got a lot of content in the last 2 weeks. This is the combination of the last 2 weeks. So you'd be like, oh, that came out 2 weeks ago. Yes, I'm slow. I'm quite aware. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. But the first thing was Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes teaser. I don't think this name could get any longer, but hey. As a person who hasn't actually seen any of the movies, like at all, this alone looks really good, and you can actually seek out the premise of the trailers really deeply, because it shows it quite well. And which was the only thing I was really able to do with this trailer. But this does seem like a very raw and brutal movie, which is why I can understand why this is a very popular book for its franchise. My dad's watched all the movies and he thinks they're great. From the trailer, it does look like a really deep, emotional, brutal, raw movie, which is what we like nowadays. But we know that they will discover a kingdom that is full of apes that have been roaming for a long time, and this will be a main conflict between the two. And if you look in the poster, you can see a little bit of a kingdom at the side, which is a bit of foreshadowing, which is good. Now, this movie will be released on May 24th of next year and has no length confirmed yet, and I even checked after this that there has been no length of time yet, but it has been said that it will be very soon. I thought it would be this week, but it's not. But anyway. Now, yes, Terrifier 3 has officially been confirmed. But we also have a release date. Yep. Now, this is truly terrifying. Truly, this poster is truly terrifying. Now, this movie was only confirmed last week, and we already we have already got a release date. And the best part is this, that I was correct. I was correct in when it would come out. Now, this movie will be released next October of next year, which is exciting. And and the premise is still the same as the rest of, which is something I think is it needed, but anyway, the premise is very much like Art the Clown Takes Over Christmas. It's like a night it's like if It Took Christmas. I suppose that's basically the same thing. But it will be released on the 25th, and there is a chance that there will be another one after this movie, like Terrifier 4. But it depends on this movie and how well it does. But it is looking likely that this or the next one will be the last one. And you can even see from the poster that it's going to be a very bloodbath type of movie. So, yeah. Now, this week, I'm confused now. Marvel's, we got the Echo trailer. Now, this series is looking really good because it isn't your traditional Marvel series, which I like. Now, if you took me to, if you gave me a look at it and I didn't know the title, I wouldn't have thought this was Marvel by any means. And I wouldn't know that it was Marvel, but anyway, and I think that's really good. I think they're branching out, which is good. Now, the series is a direct continuation of the events of Hawkeye, and with flashbacks to her as a child, and her bonding with Kingpin, how she had got to know Kingpin. And it does seem that they are basing this series off the Kingpin comic, where Kingpin goes blind and Daredevil is back in this show, which is good. And this will probably set up the attachments to the Daredevil Born Again series, which is still said to be going ahead. So I think this is all really good. Now, this series will premiere on the 10th of January, and will only consist of 5 episodes, unfortunately. I think they should have done 6, but it depends on what the storyline is. If they've got like an hour or 50-minute long episodes, that's quite understandable and quite good. And I do think like this is like Echo is a good like this is gonna be a really good series. So I can't wait for the 10th of January. It's actually not that far away if you think about it. So yeah, that's very soon. Okay, yes. Anyone here excited? So John Wick 5 has been confirmed and is already in development. Now, with the recent release of John Wick 4, which was believed to be the last, we have been surprised with good news in confirming that there will be a sequel, which is good. So John Wick Chapter 5 has officially been confirmed, and not only that, but they have already started production, which is also very good because that means we'll get it sooner than expected. Now, I'm impressed. This is impressive considering the 4-year gap between chapter 3 and 4. I think this is like really good, but I think they're keeping that consistent if they're gonna have it in the right time. Now, from this, we have a pretty decent idea of when it will be released. Now, this is assuming a production goes well, but this also possibly could be changed. But it's said to be released in 2026 or 2027. Now, I know that sounds like a long time away, but this also depends on how production goes. It could be a lot earlier than that, like late 2025. So, yeah. Now, but again, this does depend. It just depends. Now, it also seems that this movie will be longer than the last, which is worrying considering the movie was 10 minutes away from 3-hour movie. So chapter 5 may be the last and the final movie. So, it must be the longest movie as well. So, that's a 3-hour John Wick movie. I know a friend and a couple. I know a couple friends actually that would enjoy that. Okay, but John Wick 5 has been confirmed. Yes. I've read this so many times, but I'm so happy. Oppenheimer has reached 1 billion in box office. If you have seen my 36-minute review on the channel, go and check it out. You know how I feel about this movie. I love it so much. Now, this is minor to people, but to me, this is I'm extremely happy, and I'm buzzing right now. It's such a good feeling that your favorite movie's done such a good success. It's a really good feeling, even though you're not a part of that movie. It's just how you feel. Now, this movie has officially reached $1 billion in box office, which is really good. Now, this movie most definitely deserves it, as it is one of those things that are, it's something that nothing can match, and 3 hours are most definitely worth it, like, for this movie. And while I'm still annoyed that this movie did not reach it quicker than Barbie because of the whole Barbenheimer thing, at least it made it there, which is the best part. I mean, at least it made it there, is all that matters. Yeah, it took about, 5 months? No. July, August, September, October, November. Yeah, 5 months. Oh, I was right. Okay. It did take a while, but we got there. Yeah. Oh my God, I did not realize that was the poster that was used. That is genuinely terrifying. That's like, oh boy, that is scary. Very scary. Okay, that's terrible. That does not put me at ease, I can assure you of that. Godzilla -1 IMAX trailer. Yeah. Now, the movie looks amazing. This movie does look great, and apparently it will be shown worldwide dubbed, which is good. I learned that this week. Now, the tone of the movie is very different from the others, with being more serious and more historically accurate, with a lot of sprinkled stuff in, you know what I mean? Now, it's been confirmed that this movie will not be in translation, only subtitles. Now, that just changed. There will be subtitles and a dubbed version. They will just be out of sync. Now, even if you don't know what they are saying, I think their action and they'll be more identifiable than words. Yeah, that's just true. Now, this trailer is actually mental. It shows it is really different from the regular Godzilla MonsterVerse, which is what they were going for, and I think this will appeal to more audiences and to people who like Godzilla. So if you're watching Monarch Legacy of the Monsters, this will be very different from that. And then while I won't be able to understand what they are saying, again, this is in past tense, I will now be able to understand what they're saying. I do really fancy seeing this movie. I will probably go deaf in the cinema, But hey, at least I'm able to see it, and I swear it's like 10 times bigger than in this movie. I swear, man. Right. Yeah. Oh, well, God. Yeah, forgot about this one. Yeah, Megan 2's been confirmed, everyone. Wonderful. Now, this is actually surprising, but not only do we have this confirmed, the release date has actually been confirmed already. So, yeah, on January 17th of 2025 it will be. This is when this will be released, and as I've said this once and I'll say it again, 2025's theatrical roster is looking really, really good and getting bigger and bigger by the week. Now, as I said last week, or the 3 weeks before, Chucky and Megan may have a crossover, but I don't know how that would be a good thing. It may just be more of a hype stunt because of the character premises, but there hasn't been much of any storyline confirmed or anything as of yet. But we have a release date, which is actually quite surprising, but obviously this could always change. But I don't know if you were a fan. I wasn't. I thought it was really creepy. I mean, I never liked Chucky, so that may be why. But this is this one hit close to home. I never liked Chucky, but so yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. Yes, I actually really like this. Reacher Season 2 has got a trailer. I've really liked this show, and I know that the first season was very popular, and I see why. Mark my words, I'm going to see Season 1. I haven't seen it, but because of this trailer, I really want to see it, because it seems like something's just right up my alley. And anyway, Season 2 is said to premiere on the 15th of December, and this series will consist of a regular 8 episodes. And the storyline is looking really good. So it's basically just like his friends from the army get captured, and he's getting his whole crew together, and yeah. So it's about his whole army friends of sorts being hunted by a crime boss of sorts, and Reacher and his crew need to help these in need in a very cool and strong style, like always. I mean, now so this will start on the 15th, and will end on January 19th, and each of them will be released every Friday, which I think is like having a month's worth is really good. It's the same with Loki, so you'll probably get about 6 episodes, which actually is really good, because then you get like a good variety. And I definitely will be watching this. I have actually started. I put Rachel on my watch list after I'm watching the series that I'm done. That's right after it. So I'm nearly finished. So that's just close. That's very close. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I don't know how I feel about this. Yeah, Gears of Wars has live action has been confirmed. Well, there's a potential. Yeah, so this was truly surprising to see. A lot of things are, but this isn't official just yet. But Zack Snyder has just partnered with the creators of Gears of Wars. For people who've played the game, Gears of Wars is a very popular game, but there have been talks of a movie for a while now. I say for about a year. So having Zack Snyder on it would be a good idea, because he is a very good director, and he knows that he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing when it comes to movies. Now, when the potential of being a movie is looking likely, and trying to justify when this will be released is unknown, but within the next 3 to 4 years, but it still has to be confirmed. But if it's confirmed soon, as the 3 to 4 years is when we can expect it, or maybe roughly 2. Yeah. Oh yes. The Blade MCU reboot development news. There's a lot to do with this. Now. Blade is one of the highly anticipated movies of 2025, and the MCU as a whole, and it was this week that we got a lot of revolving around this movie. First off, it was said that the main actor was going to leave the production due to the script issues, but that has now changed. But it is all back to normal. However, we are hoping to watch this at 12 years. If you're hoping to watch this movie at 12 years old, then you'll have to wait a little bit longer. It's been confirmed that this will be rated R, maybe a 15 plus or 18, depending on how it goes. But I'm not quite sure yet. It would probably be a 15 plus. Now, the genre is still the same because of the blood and gore and vampires. That is probably it. That's probably why It's of why this is going to the storyline and nothing's been changed, but like it's probably the blood, gore, vampires, and all that, and how it's portrayed as like a COD movie. So yeah, 15 plus is probably what they'll go for that, especially with an MCU movie. So yeah. Oh yeah, I saw this and I like this. So there was this trailer for something called The Fall Guy. Now this movie does look really peculiar, and that is why I actually like it. I saw the trailer. Now it's like a mix between Deadpool and the Fall Guy movie that we got a couple years ago. Hence the name. Funny. Now it's one of those movies that you wouldn't think of, and yet someone did, which is that's why I like movies. Now the casting in this movie does look really good, and the storyline is what actually caught my attention. When I watched the trailer, I was like, might as well talk about it. I was like, ooh, sir, I like this. You best believe I'm going to be seeing this movie, and this movie will be released in beginning of the 2024 in March. I'm surprised I didn't know about this movie before, and I'm glad that I know about it now. And the length of this movie hasn't been confirmed, but based on other movies similar to this, roughly an hour and 45 to 2 hours long, maybe a bit overboard. So maybe like a 2 hours 15 between that gap. But I think this will be a really good movie, and I think it's really it looks really fascinating. Yeah, I like this. I like Inside Out. Big changes, new emotions. Now this was not long at all, but from this we kind of get a little context. But due to Riley's growing, new emotions are taking over her brain. One of them being anxiety, very common at that age. Now she is actually revealed to be 13, so that's very common. Now, I think it is great how there are actually neurological components in this cartoon movie, which is good. And I also think that this will cause a conflict between the other emotions. But all I want in this movie is to see anger be angry. I mean, that's the best part. Now I don't know what the other emotions will be. I know there's anxiety. We can also see a dark purple violet one. Then we could see a pink one, possibly the elephant dude from the first movie, and then we've got a green spider-looking one. Possibly. No, actually, I don't know what would violet be. I don't know, actually. Now, I don't know what other emotions, as I say, will be, but I do know when it will be released, June 13th, 2024. Yes, we've still got a bit to go, but to be fair, this was a teaser trailer, so we may get a bit more news revolving around Inside Out 2. But we definitely, my whole family's excited. I love the first movie, so it's been about almost a decade since the first one released in 2015. Damn. Whew. Yes, Madam Web. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Yeah, Madam Web official trailer. Yes, let's go. Now, when Solomon told me that that this trailer would come out on the day, I was like, nah, nah. I thought it was a lie, genuinely. Nope, I was wrong. It did come out that right afternoon, and this is looking really good, to be fair. But the storyline is very interesting and something that I haven't encountered before. But we actually have got something that links to Spider-Man, which is Benjamin Parker. Let's go. Now we've also got the suit that looks very much like Spider-Man, but the movie does look really promising at this point. Even the stuff that's revolved around it, the suits and everything. But based on other movies, they don't hold up to much hope. So, but I'm optimistic with this one. I'm not gonna go in with that this movie's gonna be awful like I did with the Marvels. And no, I didn't do that with Marvels, even though I said it probably isn't gonna be great. But it's looking promising. But as I say, I'll keep an open mind. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. Oof. Yeah, Avatar: The Last Airbender. I haven't seen this series or in anime or any sort. I saw the trailer for the one in 2013, and that was awful. But it was very this trailer was really, really unknown. But this does actually look really good, and the plot does seem really self-explanatory. As the main thing is that there is one kid who is the last of the airbending tribe. I think that's it. I could be wrong. If someone's an expert, please let me know. I don't know. But yeah, he knows how to utilize each of the elements, which is earth, wind, water, and fire. Now, it does seem very accurate to the original anime. I've been told. I don't know. Now the first live action didn't go so well. That's a bit of an under exaggeration. It went awfully, and this time does seem like it will be very different. It does look really good. Now I also know where when not where. I know. I also know where I'll be on February 22nd, watching on Netflix, because this actually does look really good, and I do recommend you go and watch the trailer because this does seem good. And I do think we'll get an actual trailer. This was a teaser. We got a teaser a few weeks ago before this as well. So I do think we'll get a proper trailer, but this is coming February 22nd, and I will be watching this because it does look very, 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 very good. Oh yeah, I forgot. See, I haven't done these in like 2 weeks. I don't remember the ones I put on here. Yes, Ghostbusters: The Frozen Empire teaser. I knew that this was coming, but I didn't expect a trailer this early. I knew it when it was coming, but I never knew when it was going to be released, if they had confirmed what it's about. But the other franchise was more of on a standalone. But I like how they are expanding this into a better franchise and more modern, which I think is a very good idea. Now, I wasn't the biggest fan of the first movie, but this movie does seem a bit more toned with its story. It's got a bit of a different appeal to than it did with the original. Now, the premise is a movie that follows the events of the Ghostbusters afterlife, where the old Ghostbusters and the new ones join together and try and fight an unknown foe that is the cold-blooded adversary. Get the joke, boys? Cold-blooded. Ha 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 ha. Yep. Yeah, my jokes need a lot of work. Whew, boy. Yeah, we haven't got much to go off of other than literally hell freezing over. I really need to stop with these Frozen jokes. Oh my god. Okay, let's just move on to the next one. So I don't know when this is gonna release. I do think it will be next year, obviously, but I was gonna make one. I controlled myself from the Frozen jokes. Oh yeah, I probably should have done this in a different video, more to do with Marvel. But anyway, now this sounds sad to be honest, but it is what it is, I guess. Kang will no longer be the villain of the Kang Dynasty or Secret Wars. However, we know who the villain will be. Kind of knew for a long time. Now, for Secret Wars, we had a good idea who the villain will be at that time, but this will change and will vary between the two movies, being Doctor Doom. Now, we also have a good idea of how the story will work, but now in the Doom Dynasty, the Doom Dynasty, we will have a green regular Doom, and then we'll get to Battle World and Secret War, where we'll go get God Emperor Doom or the Beyonder. Oh yeah. Exciting, am I right? Now after this we will most definitely get a reboot. Now, yeah, I do think a reboot will be necessary after this point because Doctor Doom is going to be the villain of Secret Wars in the Kang Dynasty. It will probably change from the Kang Dynasty to Avengers Incursion, which one of those incursions will create a weird ass battle world. That's good. So I'll have a load of worlds within one, which we'll call Battle World. So we'll have different variants, which I think is a really good idea. Then he'll become the god managed Battle World. So I do think this is actually a better way to go. I do think Kang got really underdone in this one. So yeah. Oh, I forgot to take this out because it was so not interesting. Now, Damsel teaser trailer. So I'm going to say this and then contradict everything I've just said. Now, this is a really weird thing that I genuinely don't know how to describe. I guess I was on the right lines. But the best thing I could say is Stranger Things meets Witcher. Yes, I agree. I agree past self. Now, this is a very fantasy horror type thing, and it does look pretty decent. Not great, but definitely appealing in terms of the storyline. See, that's where I go wrong. Now, the main character is played by Millie Bobby Brown, but there is no confirmation for when this will actually be released because it was supposed to be released last month, but now we don't know. Yeah, that is true. I searched up. Now, the storyline is pretty hard to pinpoint, especially with the trailer. But the title is quite easy to break down with the context of the trailer. Minnie's character is the damsel in distress, but the hero, sort of. Yep. I watched this and I was so confused, and I didn't want to talk about it for that very reason. I was like, I'll basically be waffling. I mean, I do that in a lot of my videos, but this one I didn't know what to talk about. Oh, yay! Happy news now! Happy news! Now, very exciting and happy news, because now this is probably one of the best sets of movies ever. Now You See Me does change your perspective of magic and every other thing associated with that, and it has been a while since we have had another one, but no need to worry now. Now You See Me 3 has been confirmed with a rough range of when this will be released. Now, based on how it has just been confirmed with other events with this movie, this probably will re-release next year, as it is an early in production, but like late next year or early 2025. Now, that is good to know, but the information has not been made public yet, so it's been confirmed we know nothing. So that's the same for like everything else. So yeah, but it has been confirmed, which is a good thing. I'm glad I don't want this to be cancelled. It's just such a good franchise. So I do think this is I'm glad we're getting another one. Oh, Red Notice 2! Yes, I remember this now. Now this was scary at first, so it went from really scary news to really good news now. So Red Notice, they were saying there's a chance that we don't do a sequel. So yeah, so these sequels for Red Notice were first claimed that they weren't happening due to production and casting issues, but that changed very quickly. Red Notice has been confirmed, and we have an idea of when it will be released, like late 2025, unfortunately. But it sounds bad, but there is a silver lining. We have got a trilogy, so we'll have so there will be a third installment. However, these movies have been said to be filmed back to back, so one will be late 2025, one will be early 2026. So you get them pretty much within the same month. Now, for that, that's pretty good. I guess there's something to look forward to. So late 2025, if that, and possibly in the beginning of 2025, because they have just started production with they've already started writing it. So, well, depends. I do think late 2025 is a bit excessive, but I think we may get a bit more than that. So, yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see how our production rate goes. Yes, I'm very happy. This is. I was so happy when I heard this. Now, it has been a while since we have heard anything from this movie's production. That is now in past, because we have now news, and pretty big news for that. Now, the last movie set up Johnny Cage, obviously, and we know who will be playing him, and along with the characters Jade and Princess Katana. Now, we also know who will make an appearance in this movie, and who will be in the form of them. So, Johnny Cage will be played by Carl Urban, the main Billy Butcher from The Boys, I think, yeah, that dude. Now, something Gabrielle, Tati? Yeah, Tati Gabrielle. I was just looking. Where was I looking? I think I was saying your boy Gabrielle. Yeah, so Tati Gabrielle from Uncharted will be playing the Outworld assassin Jade. And finally, Princess Katana will be played by Adelaine Rudolph. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. Now that's actually a lot of news. At least we know now when this will what that is, which also gives us a good idea of when this will be released if they've got casting already. Now, the release date timing has also been predicted, which is around early 2025. Means I don't have to wait 2 years. Let's go. But at least we know. We know nothing else, no storyline, but it probably will be something to do with Outworld. I mean, that just makes the most logical sense. So, yeah, fun. Is this the last thing? I'm really confused right now. Mufasa the Lion King, official release date, yay! Now, I've got my views on this movie, and I think it may be a bit pointless, but, okay, if it's gonna release, then it's gonna be. So be it. Now, this movie has an official release date, which is good, December 20th of 2024. Not even a year away. Well, no, I can't count. Oh my god, I can't count. Right, now, this is a very long time away, to be fair, but at least we know when it is coming. We also have we have also got a good general idea of what the plot is, and it is not that bad. So it follows the idea of the last movie where Simba has become king. So this will be 5 years after the first one. Now, because but the wishes to follow in his father's footsteps, which will bring us to flashbacks to Mufasa's origins, which I actually think is a really good idea. But it is cool. Is it necessary? That is the debate. Is it a good? Yeah, it's a good idea, but is it necessary? That is the $1,000,000 question, folks. What do you think? This is the last thing I remember now. This is the last thing. I think I could be wrong. Now, what if season 2 official trailer? This was surprising and quite late, to be fair. Now, it is also about time we got this, but I have to pay mad respect to Marvel because this will overlap with Echo, so I get 2 Marvel things to watch. Let's go. There's always a silver lining. Now, the season is looking actually really, really weird right now, and even when you look at the premise, it does not help the confusion. It does not help with the confusion. Now, considering the plot of the last season and the trailer, the Watcher is just continuing to explore the strange worlds, but comes across many weird ones, where he had his Guardians of the Multiverse must interfere, which will enter in a new character named Kahori. I bet you I butchered that name so much. Now, this season is also implementing Christmas elements, which I actually think is an amazing idea. So half this will be Christmas, half of it will be like actual storyline, which I think is a really good idea. Now, I for sure have no problems with this. I'm not going to say that. But apparently the events of this will set up a lot of things that will happen in the future of Multiverse Saga, which is very, very good. This is the last thing. I remember now. I'm fine. This is the last thing. Venom 3. There is a new release date. I completely forgot about this. This is not the last thing this is going to frustrate me. Now, Venom 3 is a movie that we are all looking forward to get. And that is for sure, especially with the storyline confirmation and all that. But we will unfortunately have to wait just a bit longer, because this has been delayed already. So, which isn't the greatest signs of it. Great. Now, this movie has been postponed to November 8th, roughly a year from now. Now, while that sounds like a long time, it really isn't, because I will be in a different year. I'll be in a different year, academic year, which is terrifying. But so Venom 3 will has said been to November 8th, which is good because then you're getting 3 of those movies in 1 year. So February, August, and November. So that's a pretty good range. Now, it is worrying that this movie has already been postponed, but this means it has chance to move back down to, like, say, October. So that's good. But we'll never know, but this may change. It probably won't if you're going off dates. So if you've got February, then you've got March, April, May, June, July. Hang on, what? March, April, May, June, July. Yeah, 5 months in between. If you push one back, it'll be even. So this could be October, then Craven would have to be July. But I guess we'll just have to see. And oh yes, the back of my throat's dry. I need to go and get a glass of water. But anyway, that is 2 weeks worth of news, and my whole back can feel it. Oh my god, I'm never doing that again, because I have. Oh my god, no. Right, everyone, that'll be the end of today's video. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like and subscribe and comment what else you would like to see on the channel. So without further ado, I guess I will see you all in the next one, and I hope you all have a great day. So, bye.